Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Hot Drop with myself, Natarsha, and Haley. Today we have a very special guest, Bbreadman. Welcome.
Hello.
Let's go. Oh my gosh, we haven't done a podcast in about a month now?
Yeah.
So sorry for a little bit rusty.
Last month.
We're gonna be hella rusty.
Haley's been in America, so It's been gone for about 4 weeks now. So Haley's gonna start us off with the first question, right? Now imagine.
Wow, you're gonna put her on the spot like that?
Just kidding. Anyway, I just wanted to welcome Bbreadman in to the podcast. Have you seen any of our episodes? It's okay if you
I
haven't.
have. No, listen, I studied up. I watched 2 episodes, so I studied up.
Two episodes? Yeah, so you know how crazy we can be.
Yeah, a little.
A little bit crazy. But how was your week going? How's your day going? I know you just finished a hot tub stream.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon?
That was interesting. So we did like a sub goal type thing, and so for that I said I would do a hot tub stream, and I'm not gonna get a hot tub, so I got like a kiddie pool and some like play balls for like $50 combined. And then I mean, I don't know. It was definitely pretty weird. I mean, I don't know. I feel like streaming anything other than Warzone, I'm definitely out of my comfort zone, but it was super cool. And like the other week we did a cooking stream. I'm just trying to do more like switch it up a little bit, but it was fun.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
Damn, I missed that.
Where was the water in the hot tub?
Did you fill it up?
There was no water. Well, it was inside of my house. Like, what if Ringo punctured it and then?
True.
Yeah.
Wait, so you just sat in a kiddie pool with balls and no water?
Yeah, no water.
Wait,
But I had swimming trunks on.
So that counts, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I like I feel like streaming anything other than Warzone is so like iffy. I would get that way as well.
Yeah.
It's very
like,
scary.
You don't know if people are gonna stick around. Like people really come to your stream to like watch you play Warzone. And then you have those people that come into your stream and be like, when you playing Warzone? Can you play Warzone now?
Yeah, exactly. Or they'll just talk about anything else going on that's not what you're doing.
Yeah. Do you find that it's awkward when you start like venturing out?
Yeah, it's a little, but at the same time, it's like something that you know is going to happen. So, I mean, it's not like a surprise.
True. Well, even like just speaking of streaming, how did you even get into it? Like, how long have you been streaming?
So I've been streaming for like, oh my gosh, I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. It's been like 2 years now. So basically at the start of COVID, I was finishing my senior year in high school, and Warzone literally just came out, and I played Apex for like a month, and I didn't really like play it a bunch. I just played it a little bit in my free time. And one of my friends was talking about Warzone, and I was like, there's no way I'm playing COD. Like that is just, I don't know. I just never liked the idea of COD. Yeah, it's like I'd never played a COD game previously. I've like went to friend's house and tried it. I'm pretty sure I tried Modern Warfare 2, and I remember playing Ghosts in some way. I don't even remember really what it looked like, but I do remember playing it at one of my friend's house. But so COVID had just started, and I worked with like kids at like an after school program, so I couldn't do that any longer because obviously no one could. We weren't even going to school anymore at that point. We were just doing online classes, and so I just wanted something to do in my free time. I didn't like to start streaming like, oh, I need this as a career or something like that. It's just something that I just did in my free time so that my friends could watch, and I knew I had a few people that would watch, and so I just started streaming, and I played Warzone 4 hours a day. I did 12 to 4 every single day, Monday through Friday, and I kind of treated it as like, I'm going to try this, and we'll just see where it goes. Yeah. And then, so fast forward, I finished my high school year, stayed in college for a year, 2 semesters, and then I was like, finally, 2 semesters ago, I was like, I'm just going to try to do it full time and see what happens. So I stopped going to college just for a little bit and just see where it's going. So that's where we're at right now. But I've been out of school for 2 semesters now. It felt weird at first, but now it's like completely fine.
It's completely normal.
That's a big step.
But this is like even just thinking about 2 years. Yeah, right? 2 years of just like streaming, and you've come this far and you're so successful.
I was thinking that as well. I think I've been streaming like 6 years.
Yeah,
that is wild.
Cool.
I was watching your episode with D, and you were talking about like starting like 2017-ish. I was like, oh my, I don't even know what I was doing in 2017. Like, I don't know. I wish I would have started earlier. I was so fun, but that's just, it's so cool to think about.
Which was very
That's
different
cool.
back then too.
It was.
Yeah.
Is this your, you said you weren't sure about playing COD. Is this your first COD?
Yeah, so Modern Warfare 2019 was like my first COD, and I really did enjoy it. Like, I grinded some like COD camos and stuff, but for the other ones.
Oh my
like,
god, Brett and
Cold
I
War
are
and stuff.
twinning! Oh
Yeah.
my
I felt like
god!
it's your first COD.
Twinning!
They're both first CODs.
Is that?
So that
And mouse keyboard. It makes sense because what did you play before?
I
No.
played CSGO.
Yeah, exactly. I did the same thing as well a little bit before. I played PUBG before that or after that. But I think that's just like the same mouse keyboard type where like you didn't play COD as much, at least for me. It was just always just, I don't know. I had like a negative image of COD in my head actually.
So
but
did I.
I do like it now. Yeah.
When you
Yes.
said that your friend suggested it and you were like, heck no, that's exactly what I said. I was
Yeah.
like, COD, Call of Duty.
Yeah, there's no way.
Do you feel like mouse and key players have like that bad image of COD? I feel like every mouse and key player that I've talked to has said the same thing. Like COD, ew, like they don't like it. Why
don't
do you
know,
think
it
it is?
It was just like, I imagine COD is just like the same thing copied and pasted every year, which to some extent it kind of is in a way. And they're talking about that, trying to get that change. But that's just how I thought of it. I just thought of it was just like, a game. I didn't even know mouse and keyboard players could play it. Like, obviously you could play it, but like, I don't know. It's just not something that I just tried to learn about. I was just like, I'm not
I
going to
feel
play
like
that.
there's just some like stank to it if you don't know
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
about it. Like I didn't even know that there were multiple CODs. Like I knew nothing about COD, just that like boys played it on their consoles after school.
Yeah. But it
I
just
don't
goes to
know.
show though, like Warzone really changed a lot of people's lives. Like it changed our lives. Every single one of us.
Warzone did.
Mhm.
So many
Like,
streamers.
Yeah.
So many streamers. Like Haley came straight out of high school. Red like was in the middle of college. When you say 2 semesters, how many months is that? By the way?
Yeah, how long so?
So that's like a year. So a semester, I mean, it's not like a semester. A semester is like 4 months or so, but like 2 semesters would be your like 4 months and then like summerish and then 4 months and then that type of thing. So like,
okay.
yeah. So like I went to school in like, I guess it wouldn't be a full year. I started college in 2020, like August. And then my last semester was like ended in April or May in 2021. And then I went full time essentially in August of last year, and I moved out and all that stuff, and it was super, super cool.
You moved out as well?
Yeah, so
Whoa, was that scary?
No, I've been living by myself for like just away from my parents for like 8 months. And I really only moved out because my internet was awful, and I moved and got fiber, and it's really nice. But yeah, I don't know. It's not weird. I feel like I'm sorry if I'm talking too much, but
Talk more, please.
yeah. Okay. All right. So like. This is how I explain it to my friends, because my friends are like, I mean, you live by yourself. Sometimes I don't even like, I'll go days, like sometimes 2 to 3 days without even going outside, which seems weird, but like obviously
That ain't weird,
listen,
Brad. That ain't weird.
Yeah.
I go weeks.
So it's like I'm not seeing anybody for like a week, you know what I mean? And it's like it's not weird because like when I'm streaming, I'm talking all day. Like after a 24-hour stream, like my lips, like I need to go to a doctor and like get my lips fixed. Like it's bad. Like they're dry and it's just bad. So it's like I'm constantly talking and just experiencing other people. And it's like when I get off stream, it's like my time to chill. So it's kind of like I'm talking with people all the time. It's like I have a people person job, but I just never see anybody, and that doesn't really like get to me. And I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Living by yourself would be sick.
I feel
It's
like
pretty
it
cool.
would be amazing. That's the dream, moving out. Whoo, get me out
When do you
here.
guys think you'll move out, Nat and Haley?
I want
Yes.
to move out this year.
I mean, you guys are trying to go to America.
Yeah.
I just want to get my own apartment. I want my own apartment. That's my
Yeah,
dream.
I really
I don't
like your
know that.
background. I've always like.
I was
watched
thinking that
streams
when
of,
you
like,
first
go back there,
joined.
sick.
Yeah, when I first ever saw a stream, I was like, wow, that looks cool.
It's just
Well,
so on
what I'm
brand. I
noticing
love
is,
it.
like, my wire back here like fell down and it's just getting to me. But
Like I noticed things like that as well. Like
Yeah.
when,
Normally there's not a wire there, but So like when I first moved into this place, like I just streamed to like a white wall, and it looked like I was in jail. Like it looked so bad. And my dad, he watches my stream a lot, and he was like, "We have to fix that. Like that's just so bad." And so
cute.
like we went to this. I don't know if you know what Facebook Marketplace. It's kind of like
Mhm.
eBay, but like
Mhm.
you meet them in person type thing.
Yeah.
And so like we just saw this listing for this shelf thing. It was like $100, and we bought it from this dude, and he was so odd, but he had a nice shelf.
This
Like
poor
he was talking
man.
about, yeah, like he was
Dude,
talking
roasted
about like my
himself.
dad tried to explain what I did to him, and he was like, "Oh, so you're like Ninja," and then he just would not stop talking about Ninja. It was so bad. And then he was talking about how like he watches National Geographic and was a photographer, but I think he was lying, and it was interesting. But the shelf looks good.
What?
Yeah, like he just made it up. I'm pretty sure.
This man's
you
wilding
meet
out.
you meet some strange people in the marketplace. But I feel like your background, I feel like all of our backgrounds just show like people's
Mine's a bit
personality.
boring.
Yeah,
Oh,
we gotta spice Haley's up a little bit, but she'll be there soon. She'll be there soon. I feel
So
like
like, yeah,
okay,
sorry.
no, you go, Qrissy.
No, I was just saying, like, no, your growth with streaming, you've only been doing for 2 years. Like, you're like averaging over like 1,000, 2,000 viewers every single night. Like, it
Yeah,
is
like
insane.
recently it's been crazy. Ever
And
since like the tournaments and like the recently like the OpTic tourney, like
yes,
it's just been wild.
congratulations on that, by the way. 15K
Thank
Solo
you.
Dolo winner.
Yeah, that's
Holy
right.
shit.
I saw that. I was like, damn.
Oh, so you're rich, Bbreadman. Oh my
Thanks.
god, he left that out.
Even like jumping off of that, how did you even get into competitive Warzone?
Yeah, how did that come about from
Oh.
just content creation?
Yeah.
So when I first started Warzone, obviously my friends got me into it, and so I only played with my friends, and like I didn't really have any streamer friends. I remember way back. So when I got into Warzone, like first like week, I was up to like a 4KD and then a 5 within a month, and then it never dipped below that. And so it's just like I realized, so like I don't know, I'm not one to like think I'm really good at stuff. Even now, like I think there's so many people that are better than me, and it's like I don't know, my friends just were not as good, and they didn't like want to play competitively like that, and it was like,
Yeah, someone
know what I'm
send this
saying?
to them.
yes. So it's like I realized that I was a little bit better than them, not because essentially because they weren't trying to be good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I realized that maybe I do want to try to play at a higher level, and so I started like messaging way back then. I think this was. I didn't even watch the like pro scene. I knew that there were tournaments and stuff going on, but I didn't watch any of them. I wish I did or try to get into those. But this was like October 2020, or a little bit before that, a couple months before that. I used to go into the Warzone Discord. There's like a COD Warzone Discord with like
Yeah.
60K people in it back then. And I'd go in there and I'd be like looking for a group, and then I'd like put my KD, and then I'd get a bunch of messages. And so I met some people through there. And I met this one guy, I won't say his name. And we 2v2'd. One time I just had someone come into my stream. He was like, "Hey, do you want to play Tommy and Aiden?" I was like, "Yeah, I'd play them." And so we 2v2 Tommy and Aiden, and the dude that came in the chat, his name was Pun, he fronted the money for us. And so I thought that was super cool. And so he gave us this opportunity to play them. We ended up winning that night. We went up like $300 each. And it was like, that was insane. And so we had like, I went from averaging like 5 people to averaging like 20 people. And then a week after, Aiden rated me, and then Joe rated me, and then everything after that, it was like Twitch Rivals quals right about then. And then that's essentially where I got into competing.
Wow. That is crazy.
It just worked out
Like, that's
perfectly.
It's insane to the fact that like the first like competitive, well, not even this first, like one of the competitive experiences you had was versing like the best players, like straight up
Yeah.
The
the
best.
best players. You're playing Tommy and Aiden and then winning on top of that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was. I mean, back then, I feel like the 2v2s were a little bit more luck based than they were skill. So we got lucky that night. And a little bit, I used to play like CMG wagers. I'd play for like $1, $2. And I used to be so nervous. Like even now, like I'll get a little nervous playing for money. But I mean, I'd put up like 50-cent wagers, and I'd be like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't know. I was just
This
so
is
nervous.
it.
Yeah.
This is
I know.
peak.
You don't feel that nervousness anymore, like when you're wagering now?
No, not if I'm playing customs, I do feel a little nervous sometimes. Like if you make a really good play or you kill like a good team, sometimes it'll get to you a little bit.
Yeah.
But like in public lobbies, I don't really get nervous anymore just because it's not like I'm not playing the people that we're playing. We're playing the people in the lobby, and
Yeah.
if you think that you're better than them, you will be. So you just yeah, I don't know. That doesn't make me as nervous as it used to.
Damn, I'd be getting hella nervous.
Yeah.
I get nervous if I look at like how many people are spectating me.
Do you? Oh, wow. Like
In costumes.
Oh yeah.
No
in costumes.
way.
I never noticed that in customs. Like I don't look at the.
I wish you could turn off the spectator count.
Mhm.
I have it
Isn't
turned off in
true?
Valorant and I play so much better. I hate the spectator count. It's scary. Like I'll kill a team and then I'll be scared that they're like
Watching you. The whole
it's a
time.
random people and I'm scared that they're watching me and judging me.
But
I always
even
think it's a glitch.
what was that?
It doesn't seem real. Like I always think it's a glitch. Like why would anybody still be watching?
You're just always endgame, huh?
It's because
Yeah.
you're cheating, Brad, and they know you're cheating.
Brett,
Yeah,
so
a
they're
little.
spectating you.
accusations against you?
No, well, yeah, I did have one around the same time. Like Nat had some on Reddit. I had one, and they were like, it was like they picked the best clip possible because like I was frying in this clip. Like
Yeah.
it was such a good one. I'm so glad they picked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good one. Like I was just I worked the team 1v4, and then their take on it was that like I aim locked the dude on the shoulder. Like I had a shoulder lock.
Oh my god, that's what they said to me.
Yeah, I was
my
like, I've never even
God.
heard a shoulder lock in my life, but it was such a good clip, and that was the only one that I can think of. So, I mean, I'll have people come into chat and be like, "You're hacking." It's just like,
Yeah, whatever.
there's no merit at all. I think it's just people being weird.
I'm so
Yeah,
glad they used a
definitely.
good clip of you because they used ones of me missing.
Yeah. Well,
and
I
then
mean,
somehow make it about.
They're literally just blatantly missing, and they're like, "Yeah, but she locked onto their toenails."
reversing bot, you're missing intentionally.
Yeah,
That's what they say.
What?
They literally say that. I swear.
off. Like she's missing to throw us off so that we don't know that she's cheating.
What?
Dude, they're in their own heads.
Yeah, that's wild. I haven't heard of that before.
That's strange.
Like I want to talk about how like the 15K solo dolo, that was crazy. Obviously time zones are insane, so obviously we missed like
Yeah, I
majority
wish
of the
I
games.
watched.
I know, I want to
How
watch that.
nervous were you? Were you like, how are you feeling, Brad? Because I didn't even get to see that. I just saw the tweet
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
I was definitely nervous. Like, I mean, that was the fourth like big solo match that I've been a part of.
Mhm.
And it's just like you don't start out like at the start. I was just playing for fun. I mean, I killed 3 people at the start and like back to back to back because it was a fire sale. So I pop in advance and I just went to go kill people. I was just having fun with it. But then I
Yeah.
was like, I got in a birthday and was just driving around and just less and less people were alive. And then I finally was like, dang, like I don't play those to win. I don't
Yeah.
know. It just feels weird to me that like I'm not the one to win out of that. Like Scump is your one to win, or Aiden, or someone like that's gonna win. Like I just was playing for fun, and then I was just in the right place at the right time, and it was. Yeah, I was definitely nervous at the end, and I still to this day, the money hasn't hit my bank, and so I still don't believe it. It just didn't happen.
Yeah, it does. They were like, yeah.
Just-
Who was the 1v1 against? Or like the 1v3?
Yeah, who was it against?
So the last 5 were me, FIFA, Lennon, Isaac, and Picnic, I think. So
Oh my
FIFA
gosh.
killed
Oh
Picnic.
my
I killed Lennon.
god.
Yeah, and then it was a 1v3. Isaac was flying a plane around. Planes weren't banned, and he was just in the air. He was in the air for a total of 3 minutes.
Oh
So
my
he was in the air, flying down, and it was FIFA on the ground and Bertha. I was running up, and Isaac landed on top of the building with FIFA, shot him, and then I just shot FIFA in the side, and that was the last.
Oh
last
my
fight.
gosh.
Damn,
was
poor,
crazy.
If I
poor
saw that all
FIFA.
going down, like all of them fighting in front of me, I'd be so
I'd be
nervous.
shaking.
Literally.
Yeah, well, I realized once in like that scenario, whoever Isaac decides to fight loses the game. Like if he lands on me,
True.
I lose because FIFA. Like it was just I was in the right place at the right time, and I realized like as soon as I heard them fighting, I was like, it's over. Like I've already. I mean,
We won.
nothing. Nothing can go bad.
That'd
Oh
be
my
so
gosh.
awesome.
Do you have a clip
Yeah.
on your Twitter? Like a clip of you winning?
I don't have a clip on the Twitter, but OpTic has a clip. Like right then, I think I may have retweeted it, But yeah, it was the end there, and it was essentially just me shooting FIFA in the side after Isaac was done shooting him.
FIFA.
I like watching
Yeah.
the reactions because I feel like Scumpy's reaction to the solo dolo, I was like, oh my god, that was the best. Like he was jumping. I don't know what your reaction was.
Yeah.
But, like,
I just got up, and then like I don't know, I'm not really one to like get all crazy, but that one I just got up out of my chair and just left. Like I mean, I just yeah, I still can't believe it.
Did you realize that FIFA was the last player? Like that was it?
Yeah, well, when I shot him, I knew because I watched him kill Isaac. Isaac was like, it was like his dead body was on the ground like right when I mantled up on top of this building. And so like I knew he had just killed him, and FIFA also didn't have any plates on. So I just shot him like twice, 3 times, and he was already
Oh my god, don't miss, Brad. Don't miss. Oh my god, I would be so scared. Qrissy played in one of those once.
I don't want to talk about that. Anyway,
she died off rip. She died off rip, and she left the game, and then there was a jailbreak.
Because it was Hector's one.
Yeah.
Bash.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You played in that one, did you? That was one of those you played in?
He did, because
Yeah,
I
played in that
remember
one.
him in a Bertha. I
Yeah,
recall.
Right.
In that one, I would get in a Bertha. Wait, I don't remember. I would get in a Bertha and then put a C4 on the like edge of it, and then I'd throw it at another Bertha and blow him up. And I did that so many. It was so fun. Like I just like, jousted at somebody. Yeah, I would essentially just throw the match just to. I don't know, but now in the next solo match, I will actually play to win. I'd never previously played them to win because I just never thought something like that would happen to me. But I will now try very hard the next time.
But then it goes to show then, because you didn't even try to win the last one and you won. Like you play for fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you think if you like go into it trying to win, it'll change the way you play? Because you said that you would just run at people.
Yeah, I think you do play worse. Because you think
when you're thinking
you're
about it, I would
overthinking
have
every
killed those 3
decision.
people. Like, if I were to think about the money every single time I was fighting those people, I would have missed some shots or just been in a bad position and just died. But like, if I'm just playing to play and having fun, and then later, if I'm in a good position to win, that's fine. If I'm not, that's just how it is. There's a lot of luck that goes into those solo games, and even some custom end zones in general. Like Destroy in the final circle put his PDS system on the ground and a trophy blocked it. If the trophy wouldn't have blocked it, I think he would have won because he was in the same spot that I ended up in.
What's a PDS system? What is a PDS system?
It's like a heat shield from Apex.
Oh,
so you put it in the gas and it stops the zone.
Oh, the new things. Oh,
yeah.
I don't even. Yeah, I've used them once. Right, okay.
See, I don't even know what
nice.
that is. I haven't played the game in forever.
it stops gas from hitting you, Haley.
Yeah, you can just camp the gas now.
So not only stims are bad, you can stim in the gas. You
But
got a
they
whole
had
trophy.
those like balloon things. That's cool.
Yeah, the
Like,
balloons.
she's so behind.
I haven't played Caldera in a minute, like a month.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah, she's been gone. She's been MIA. But like, how does it feel competing at like the top level? Like, I would consider you, and a lot of people would, like the top keyboard and mouse players, like one of the top. Like, how does it feel like being known for that? Like, you've only been streaming for what, 2 years? It's your first card, and like you're already at the top.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's your first card.
Mm.
Good.
It's just I don't know. I don't know. It feels crazy, first of all. But it's like when I think about it, like when I think of like myself against all those other people, like I feel like everyone's better than me. So like when I'm playing, like I'll play to like win, and you know we've won some tournaments, stuff like that. But it's like I need to just get better at putting myself into like a competitive headspace, because like I don't like pit myself against other people or like, oh, you know, I'm better than you or any of that sort of thing. So like I feel like I have a competitive nature to me a little bit, but I definitely need to get a little more competitive. But yeah, like playing against all those good people they'll make you competitive, they'll make you want to win, and I don't know, it's been an amazing, like the amount of I've got to play in over 100 tournaments, and I would never trade that. I'm so fortunate to be in a position like that. Yeah, it's so cool, so cool.
I mean,
I
you
was saying shit earlier, saying she'd beat you in a 1v1.
Oh,
She's a better keyboard and mouse player. What do you think about that?
Me?
Like,
Wait, me? I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, you did.
we were talking about the top like keyboard and mouse players, and
Shit, I'm talking out of Ross.
Are we playing? Like, are we gonna play speedball after this?
I don't even know what that is. I'm sitting here like zoned out trying to just listen, and I'm getting dragged through the mud.
Haley, no, I'm kidding. Also, yeah, you even 1v1 HusKerrs, didn't you?
I
Yeah, we
remember
played
that for 1,000,
We
right?
played a 1v1 best of 7 for
$1,000?
1,000. Yeah.
Best of 7?
I was playing that night. I was playing some of the best work. Like I ended up winning. Like I would, I don't know.
You won.
Yeah, I would play. I mean, I was rolling. Like I've got like some crazy clips from that night, but that was like one of my best nights in competing because like we ended up resetting twice. Like he got stream sniped, and we resetted a game twice, and I won the same game 3 times to win. I think it was 4-2. We played best of 7.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually like a 1v1 in Speedball. It was like
No. We were like 1v1ing
Pubs.
just like a pub, yeah.
I feel like that's scarier than a 1v1. I don't know what Speedball is, but I'm guessing it's just a normal 1v1. I feel like 1v1ing in pubs would be scarier than just a normal 1v1.
No, I think 1v1ing in...
I think it'd be a level up too.
But pubs is like so
yeah,
RNG.
definitely it's a little. It was on Verdansk though, so like I feel like Verdansk is way less RNG than this map. Like sometimes you could just not find anybody ever.
Yeah, I agree with that. And like speaking of like people, it's so funny. Like when you're talking about your experiences, like you're like playing against the best. Like you played your first thing is versing Tommy and Aiden, and now you're playing HusKerrs, and now you're playing with other people. It's so crazy, like your experience. Like you've just been thrown straight into like the deep end. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, and you've even been at LANs with them.
Like you've been at LANs.
Did you ever like watch any of the people you played with?
So I watched like my main streamers, like when I first was getting in, and I was in class every morning at like 9, so I just get up real early and just watch Twitch, and sometimes I'd be just like mute my Zoom calls and stuff. So I used to watch a lot of HusKerrs, and Iron were my main two, and then I watched a lot of Aiden as well. But yeah, I know it's just, I know it's wild.
And now you're up there with them. That's cool. Do you find it hard to find like a set duo and quad? Because I noticed recently, like you've been playing with Joe, and you as a duo is scary. Like you guys have been playing so freaking well. And then even in the recent customs, you were playing with you, Joe, FIFA, and Jukies. That was also a very scary squad. Do you find like
a scary squad
hard to find a set duo and squad? Have you had a set duo and quad like ever?
Not really. Like it's one of those things that you kind of don't force. Like if you force it, I feel like you could just not find the right people. But I don't know. I feel like Joe and I recently, we've been playing together for like 6 months now or something like that, maybe 5 months. But I don't know. It's been really good. But it's like you never really want to force it, because the ones that are forced you can always tell, and you just don't play as well. But
100%. Team Kim is everything, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, you could be the best player in the world, and if the chemistry is not there, like it's just never gonna work. It's just, like
sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Yeah. That's fair enough. But like, when do you have any upcoming tournaments? Like with anyone or
this Tuesday, Joe and I are in that the Boom TV qual number 2. We're in that. Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm excited for that. I've been having a ton of fun on 2v2s.
How does that work?
So
is it top 3?
That tournament, I think it's top 8. So they'll have 3 quals. They'll take 8 from each, and then I think they invite 8 or maybe 4 people to the last event as well.
And what's the main event?
It's a 50K. So it's 15K, 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 and then 50K. I think.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
I know.
So Tuesday is the Joe with Joe 2v2 with the Boom. What's it called? Because I who's in this second qualifier? Because the first qualifier was freaking stacked.
Are you allowed to play if you played in previous ones?
I don't know. That was one question I had, because it's like we didn't get invited to qual number 1, and then one of my friends had a spot and asked if I could play with them. I was like, I'm not sure if I could play in both, so I just said no. But yeah, I don't. Some quals you can play in both.
Oh, you can.
I would imagine that the winners wouldn't be allowed.
If you do.
If you lose,
that's true.
If you won with the person that invited you, then you wouldn't be able to play with Joe.
Yeah, true. And it was like top 8 qual. So like if you guys have a good day, you're gonna qual. You know what I mean? It's not like you have to get first to qual. So
yeah, and it's top 3 paid out. I
think honestly, because top So Aiden and Smith won the first qual,
Mhm.
and there was 32 teams or something like that, and they got 4 each. So 8K out of 15K. I think top 8 may get paid,
All
honestly,
get paid out.
because I mean, I think the main money is in the actual like final event.
Final.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's exciting. I'm excited for these claws because they were very entertaining. The first one, did you watch it? It was so good.
Yeah, I did.
It
was
played
good.
so well. They
Yeah.
I think I watched the final.
They're too early, man.
what's too, oh yeah, it is too like it's a really
They
weird
start at like 6 a.m. for us.
time.
It was at
True,
night time
that
for
is-
me. It was the only normal time I could watch it. First time in forever.
Actually, here's a funny thing that I want to throw at you, Bread. What are your thoughts on mouse and key versus control?
The mouse and keyboard controller debate.
That has been on our ass for like Amos is like,
Whoa! No,
Yes.
do
Yes.
not.
Yes.
I will pull up the old podcast. Do not put words into my mouth, okay?
No. But no, you said it as a joke. Okay, she says it as a joke, but like, still, what are your thoughts on it? Do you think it's like a problem?
So
think you're
I
a
make
problem.
like an effort to just
Damn.
never say aim assist in my stream ever, because I don't know, like people hear that from every mouse and keyboard streamer. Like
Yeah.
it's nothing new, you know what I mean? So it's like sometimes I'll die to someone and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But it's
Oh,
you know,
that
like-
was a little sticky. That one right there was a little bit sticky.
Yeah, I say AA. I'm like, they have a little bit of AA or something like that. But like I never go over the top with it. It's honestly, it is pretty crazy to experience. Like in pubs, I don't care. I've died 15,000, 16,000 times. You can kill me with aim assist. I don't care, bro. Like I die all the time. Doesn't matter. But like in like actual competitive play where everyone's so good and those little things matter, sometimes it's a little crazy. But on this map, I notice it way less than I did on Verdant, so I'm really happy about that.
Love
but
the
honestly,
foliage.
overall, yeah, exactly. Like there's just, I mean, I hear control people on the timeline every day, like, oh my gosh, I'm losing aim assist, and I'm like, yes, please lose it all. Like, no. Those are the tweets I love.
Worse though.
Yeah.
It's like you can't. It's just like moving by itself. Like you must think like, oh my god, that's a key.
No, yeah, it actually is.
The only thing I've ever said about aim assist is that I don't care about aim assist. Like I understand your little thumbs like need a little bit of help. I just didn't like how broken it was with stuns. That was my
Yeah, stuns are
only
really bad.
issue.
Yeah, no, that's
Because I would be sitting there like when I'm stunned, and you guys would be like, and I'm like,
And the planes were just better on controller, like literally just better. But now it's
I feel like I don't know if you had this too, but when I was in those planes, I feel like I was like running out of mouse pad even trying to turn them.
yeah, no, I was doing an entire P90X workout to get
I
it
was
lifted off the
like-
ground.
Like yeah, and just to lift, I was like,
Yeah,
like
it
it
was-
just wouldn't go anywhere.
Oh, you have to aim it somehow.
I don't wait. I
Yeah.
still to this day don't know if there's a button you click, but for some reason this works. So I do that.
I use my wheel. Like I use my mouse wheel. I don't know if that does anything, but I
Wait,
still
you're
do that.
supposed to use your mouse.
I don't know if you're supposed to, but I do it every time.
I do this. I don't know. I still don't know if this is even doing anything. I have no idea.
Arm ever get tired?
Oh
No,
yeah.
no.
you play?
No.
Do
No,
you
like
swing forward?
no, I never
really
get like I hear some
forward.
people talking about like getting I don't know, just like getting cramps or something like that, but no, my arm never really hurts and my keep like I don't know. I never
Do you
really
get
feel
any? Do you get any pain in your hands? Your keyboard hands?
it. Never.
Damn. Nat does.
I know, I feel
I
like I'm
get
just lucky.
bad.
Mm.
I slide cancel very weirdly though.
How do you not get sweaty hands? My hands got so sweaty.
My hands don't get sweaty.
Mine
No,
don't
we're
either.
talking
I've
about
got
we're
really
talking about
dry
mouse and
hands.
keyboard though.
Yeah, I was playing mouse and key, and I was like, wow, like if you have sweaty hands and you're playing mouse and key, it's like so bad. Maybe it's just me.
My throwing
no.
knife. My throwing knife is on my mouse wheel, and so if my hands do get
Yeah, mine
sweaty,
is too.
oh my
Yeah.
god, Fred!
actually sweaty.
With winning, sometimes like my hands don't really get sweaty, but if they do, and like I turn, I'll like hit the button on accident. That's like the
Yeah.
only time it's like an issue.
My least favorite part about playing on the mouse is that I use push to talk on my mouse. So like my mouse 4, which is my front mouse button, like this one. So I'll touch that. Like if I'm talking, I'm holding down that button. And sometimes that it kind of like throws my aim off a little, but I've been doing that for like 8 years, so it's not that bad. But sometimes it'll make it hard to like calm things or something like that because like if I'm talking, my hand is on the mouse, like
You need
so like
Yeah.
mid fight.
Constantly then. Like you're always like holding
Always, yes. So like if I'm sitting at the chair or like something and I'm not playing, like I have to have my hand on the mouse to talk anyway.
You need to get a foot pedal, but you can't because you play crisscross.
No.
That's the
Yeah,
same
I was
issue
gonna
I
say-
have. I can't use a foot pedal
That's
because
why
of
Nadia
crisscross
didn't have it
applesauce.
either.
Yeah, I can't. I'm really sending crisscross applesauce right now. But I was saying like I could maybe get one and tape it to the top of my desk somehow, but
Well, and
I
just
don't know.
bump it with your knee.
yeah, something like that.
Oh my goodness. How do you I'm just curious. What buttons do you use to slide cancel, Bread?
I use CC space. So like crouch, jump.
Right. So I'm doing it wrong. Okay.
How are you doing it?
Okay, so I will double you don't use auto text sprint, do you?
No.
No, yeah, I can either. I'll double shift and then I'll use this button and then I press control and then I press space.
Wow, you're doing a lot. I feel like
yeah,
that's like
it's way
My
harder.
hand's cramping.
But I had no
fancy.
idea. I had no well, it's easier though because no, it's not. It's not easier. I don't know why I do it like that.
you click control with like how do you click control?
With my pinky.
Press, like,
Oh,
what the
I don't
hell?
use
So-
my pinky for anything. So I can't
How
reach
do you
control.
click control? Oh, you said
I use
C.
my ring finger.
Oh, you said
Yeah, I click C with my thumb and
How
spacebar
does
with my
that
thumb.
even work? You
With your
play
thumb.
piano, Brett?
Oh.
That makes sense with the thumb.
Wait, yeah, no,
Yeah.
that makes
I
sense
can't
with
click
the thumb.
C.
I can keep on
You
a mouse
just-
is actually really hard.
It's tough to like get it down, but once you have it down, it's fine.
Yeah.
Me with controller?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, with controller. Nah, do you reckon aiming with controller is really hard?
I can't move on controller. Brett's PR on controller is 15, isn't it?
I was gonna
I-
say 50. Oh, like,
15.
24
Yeah, I
hour
was
stream.
gonna be like, what the freak?
Yeah.
I've probably got like 5 hours logged in my entire life on controller, and during my 24-hour stream, like 21 hours in, I dropped 17. I was like, oh my gosh, like it was.
Pretty good.
There was one kill
Weird.
that I got where aim assist was wild. Like I had a Cooper with a
Yo,
3 to
don't
6, and
expose us.
I was looking through a mountain, and before he even came up over the top, it started dragging. I was like, what is going on? Like, am I actually cheating? It felt so good. Like I was so happy.
Yeah.
Sometimes feel like
I
that happens in
can't figure
games
out
against the red
controller.
things.
Yeah, it does. You can get aim assist through those. That's why I don't go on that side.
I can't figure out controller. I can't even like ADS and shoot. Like I don't even know how you do that. Controller
Yeah,
is so
I'll look
hard.
at it. It'll say like click A to jump or something. I'm like, I have to look down and see where
Yeah,
A
let's
is. I'm
see where
like,
it is.
Yeah, no, if I'm
Yeah.
shooting someone on keyboard and mouse, I can't jump or anything. I'm standing still.
yeah. I
Yeah.
can't
We
go
be
on
we be
controller
like
either.
piano players. We're like this
Yeah, actually.
the whole time. Literally the entire time.
Well, we got your perspective on keyboard and mouse versus controller, which wasn't really anything new. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
most people have the same.
I feel like it's not really a debate anymore.
Yeah, it's not even a debate anymore. But like, what are your thoughts on Warzone at the moment? Are you liking Caldera?
Oh.
Do you miss Verdansk? How,
Yeah,
What do you think?
I think Caldera is better than Verdansk, and I also think that the game is in like
Ooh.
the best place it's ever been in
What?
right now.
Ooh.
Yes!
America, I
Agree!
was so bored of the
Agree!
game.
Agree!
I agree.
Yeah.
Everybody
Well,
I
it's like-
strongly agree.
Balloons and like stims and the health,
Yes.
like all that has just like
you
it's
kind
made it. Wait, what?
Haley was just talking nothing.
I know. It's like, am I?
They said it's the new health.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
It
New
is,
health.
like-
How much is it?
50 extra.
So you get 150,
Oh.
but that also
Only
makes
on
stims
Vanguard.
better.
Only on Vanguard.
Yeah.
What?
I feel like it does too. Especially with how open everything is.
I'm gonna be honest, Qrissy and I haven't played Vanguard, but I mean, I loved Iron Trials, so I know that.
Well, we don't have.
I
love
mean,
it.
Oh yeah.
the extra 50 health is kind of hard on the ping. It's
Yeah.
really difficult because
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
percent of our bullets don't even register. So the 50 health is kind of.
Yeah, ping is an advantage though.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're right.
I know.
You're right.
Oh shit,
No, listen. I'm
Oh, we're
enjoying
gonna
my
go into
7
the-
ping. I'm chilling.
dude.
7.
7 ping is wild. Like even when you
Yeah.
think of the, like the nuke squad, they get 3 ping.
Yeah.
I
that
guess
is
I
crazy.
get 7 on Aussie 7s.
Yeah.
I get 35, I think.
Yeah, I get 20.
You guys gotta work on that.
We all got really good ping. We all got really good ping. But we can't even play with Caldera on us.
Yeah. If the lobbies don't fill, then yeah, what's ping gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of nice hearing someone enjoying Caldera over Verdansk. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
so fun.
I talked to my chat about it the other day, and they were like, "No, Verdansk." But Caldera is so much better. I love it.
The drop.
I've been loving for pubs.
Sorry?
For pubs?
I think, yeah, but I reckon Caldera is better.
I think since the balloons came in, it's been so
the
much.
The balloons are made wild.
I haven't played in a minute. Before I left,
you gotta play it with the balloons.
I was not enjoying it that much.
Yeah.
I was like
wasn't either.
dreading Caldera.
But
I enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was better than Verdansk.
I always did.
She always did.
There was a point where like the gas would kill you all the time. Like I love the map. I've never not liked it, but there was a point where it was a little slow. But I think the balloons fixed everything, and I would definitely vouch for this map over the other map.
Do you think
the health, the balloons, all that?
Do you think they need to add some more balloons?
I think it's good.
I think it's good. I think with any more, and you would just be like leapfrogged onto from anywhere. Like people would just land on you and die.
I feel like they kind of left out where the massive bridge.
Like in the like in fields.
Yeah, like north of fields or whatever, like maybe north.
Towards
that whole part, like over the mountain, there's no balloons.
Wait,
and I feel like they need to add one there because there's no way to get up that mountain otherwise. Like you literally have to run.
Yeah, that is true.
A little babloony.
They're
everywhere.
They're in spots on the whole map. So like,
I'm lost.
Yeah, she's lost in the sauce.
Just around
Are you enjoying the current meta?
Yeah.
What's the meta?
It's I've been using Wellgun with the auto, and I think that the auto, I tweeted this the other day, the auto is like the best feeling gun in Warzone history. Like it feels so good to just shoot people with, and it's not like the hardest hitting. Like I don't really think it's the meta. Like the Brin is just better, but the auto just feels so good. Like I don't know, something about it.
Yeah, I've been swapping around from the auto to like the STG.
What about the C58?
Damn, she going
That's
back.
Cold War.
That ain't meta, Haley. How long were you in America for?
Just trump them.
I don't even have the wellgun unlocked. Pain.
Dude, the wellgun, I love the welly. The welly
feels good.
It feels really good to use.
It runs out of bullets so quickly.
With the health too. It really does. It makes me want to use the Owen, but the Owen, I just feel like it's not a mouse and keyboard.
The Owen is... Okay, I agree. I was watching Z use it in Rebirth the other day, and he was frying with it, and I tried it, and it's not, like, bad, but it's... I literally was thinking, I feel like it's not a mouse and keyboard gun.
Yeah, it's just not. Like, it just shoots a little slow, and then, like...
It's, clunky.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about it.
I think the movement with the welly feels so good. Like, it's...
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with it. It feels light.
It reminds me of the OTS movement.
The OTS movement was awesome. I loved it. And like my favorite thing with Cold War guns was like if you ADS and just walk. It just feels so like you just instead of like crouching places, you just ADS walked. That was my favorite thing about Cold War guns.
Yeah.
So clean. What was your fave Warzone meta? Like of all time?
I feel like every time somebody asks me this, my answer changes. So it just depends on the day. But Maybe just like the OG. No. The FFAR was nice. Okay, that was actually nice. Yeah. I was about to say the Kilo MP5, but yeah, the FFAR, it was definitely one of the best times. But around that time also was like the AUG.
The DMR, wasn't it?
Stuff like that.
I reckon the AIM.
Wasn't that around the DMR?
FFAR lasted a long time. It lasted between M16 AUG and DMR, I think.
I always thought that FFAR was so good, and I've looked back at videos, and the movement with the FFAR was so clunky. Like everyone looked like this. Like I don't know, they looked kind of funny using that gun for some reason, and it's so much cleaner with the OTS.
I miss the FFR. I miss the old metas.
I miss the AMAX.
Cold War guns. Like no one uses any of the old guns like as much as they used to. Like everyone's on the Vanguard guns. I kind of miss like using the AMAX.
I don't.
The AMAX is so nice.
No, I used the MX the other day. It was alright.
I feel like
okay.
the Vanguard guns shoot nicer than like the Modern Warfare or Cold War guns. Something
I
about them,
agree.
I don't know.
Minus OTS. I love
nice.
the OTS.
Yeah, the OTS was really good.
I totally agree.
Do you see this game like? Well, we've seen like significant changes. Do you feel like this?
Your mic
Can you hear
cut
me?
out. Yeah.
Hello. Okay. Do you feel like this game is flourishing or like it's dying? Because I've even seen a lot of people say on the timeline like they're struggling to find lobbies in NA.
Even EU as well.
I think that like from like my perspective, like it's really fun, but there are also like tons of people having issues on console and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I think that in terms of viewership and the amount of people playing the game, it is definitely going down. Or maybe in the it's probably in the worst spot it's ever been. Like even on Twitch, numbers for Warzone used to be like 150K, and now we're on like I saw it at 27K this morning. Yeah,
wow.
It's pretty crazy.
The COD final is on there, or the
CDR. True. So there are things like that. It's like around 50. Like if you go on Twitch Tracker and look, it's around 50K, which it used to be like triple that and even quadruple that at sometimes. So I would definitely rather it be there in terms of viewership and people playing, because obviously, like, I want you guys to get lobbies in the UK. I hear so many people just not getting lobbies that used to. So hopefully, like with Warzone 2 and stuff like that, that gets fixed.
Yeah. When's that even coming out?
Next year.
Yeah.
We're rocking with Caldera for a year.
Yeah, 1 whole year.
Do you think a whole new map's gonna come with Warzone 2?
Hopefully.
Surely.
Yeah.
What? I love Caldera, man.
Maybe they'll just like
Well, in Caldera?
Yeah, true. That would be 2 years on Caldera.
Yeah, and 2 years on Caldera.
Damn, how long has it been already?
Like, it's
3 months? 4 months?
4 months. It's only been 4 months. Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, it is interesting. Have you ever considered changing games? Like
no.
Like when it was like really low and everyone was like looking at Apex.
It's like I just don't find like when I stream Warzone, it's so easy for me to just play and talk to chat and just like the hours just fly. But like when I play other games, like I really do enjoy it and I like talking with everybody, but it's like I don't have as much like I just don't have as much fun. Like I just have a ton of fun playing Warzone. I just love it. It's just such a good game.
Well, that's good that you still have like the love for Warzone.
What about Rebirth?
I still have the love as well. Well, now I do.
Yeah,
it lost for a little while though.
Rebirth is fine, but it's like like if my lobbies didn't fill and like I was on 300 ping, I would probably play Rebirth. But it's like I've got everything going for me. I might as well just play the Caldera.
I love the pause, and he goes, "Rebirth is alright."
You feel like Rebirth is hard on key and mouse?
Yeah,
because like you have to like zoom, 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 zoom.
A little bit, but that's what Verdansk was like all the time.
Yeah,
like, really?
Any close fight, like there's a chance that we're gonna break our wrists, really.
Oh yeah.
Like any close quarter fight. Yep.
Yeah. I'll be just like flicking and like resetting my mouse and then get put on TikTok just because like my hand is in the wrong spot. It's like I'm not like if I could just move infinitely in one direction by clicking my thumb, I would love that.
Unpublish your VODs for 24 hours and then publish them. No TikTok.
That is crazy. Wait, do you have your VODs set to sub only?
No. That's what Joe told me to do that to make bank, but
I have mine on sub only and I unpublish them for like the first couple days and then I bring them back. No TikTok.
She ain't put it on TikTok.
I'm not going on TikTok.
I'll kill someone and then they'll come into my stream and sub and I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
Going to my VOD. Damn, shit is wild out here. But what do you think is going to make Warzone better? What do we want to see some changes? Like, what do we think?
Any drastic things you want to see done to the game that you think will improve it?
I just think that more like if we update the game more often in terms of like when they put balloons in and all that stuff, like imagine if they did stuff to that level like every month or something like things that would keep people interested in the game, like where you'd have like actual new content, like when Factory got put in, or like a new POI every month, 2 months, like something like that would be just really cool.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
like,
I agree too.
Red doors.
Qrissy's been going on about these red doors for 4 months, man. She loves the red doors.
All the balloons were put in. I was like, red doors.
Your mic's completely gone.
Mike just went out.
What did you say, Qrissy?
Hello. Am I here?
Hi. Yeah. What did you
I was
say?
saying, before the balloons came out, like I was like, red doors will be perfect just to get around the map. But now that we have balloons, I don't really care for red doors. So
yeah, true.
Fine. Like just different.
Imagine both though.
Yeah. Oh.
That'd be disgusting.
You just
Dude.
dropping out of the map.
You would not get to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'd be no breathing room.
Full pub, please.
You would be chasing somebody and they just disappear. Like one of the
I
ways they'd be
hated
gone.
that. That was one thing I hated when you were chasing someone and you always got them and they just went into a red door and I'd be like,
Yeah, my God.
Yeah.
This is something that I wanted to get your guys' opinion on. I've been seeing it a lot on Twitter. Wager lobbies. Do you know how people go and play wagers and
My cut.
like leaving games?
Sorry, I might
Like-
cut out
Oh.
again, Qrissy.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, like leaving games during wagers.
Oh,
and
out
people
of
keep
respect.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
think that's like
Like it's something that I do, and it's like if I know, like sometimes I'll run into people that I just like if I know the name and it's like, oh, I run into Smixy or
yeah.
Noobs or something like that, like I will 100% leave the lobby. But it's not if I just so happens that I don't know them or like something like that, I just or if somebody tells me that somebody's in the lobby wagering, it just depends. Like I leave and it's like I play so many pubs, like I don't care leaving a game. So I'm definitely on the side of leaving, but there are also some people that are just like playing for fun and they also like, I'm streaming, I'm just vibing. I can do whatever, but like, it just depends on who you are. Like I'll leave the game, I don't care, but
Yeah.
I don't think that like you should be forced to.
Yeah, people
it just
being
depends.
like, some people getting crazy on Twitter being like, we're in a wager, or they'll come into your stream, but like, we're
Yeah.
gonna wait to leave. Like, what?
Yeah, it's like if I'm in like a wager or something and we find like a sweaty team like that, we're just like, let's just avoid that area. You know what I mean?
I feel
Don't
like
go there.
if you're friends with if you're with like a part of the competitive scene to a degree, and it's someone you know and you're friends with, like out of respect, leave. But if you are just a content creator and who just does content? Like I feel like Sim just does content nowadays, right? He doesn't really compete that often. Like if Sim comes across like Joe and someone else and they're wagering, I wouldn't expect Sim to leave because he's a content creator.
Anyway, though, I think it would.
I feel like
I think he would. I think he would as well.
yeah.
But I mean, in general, like I feel like there shouldn't be expectation there when people aren't a part of the competitive scene as much.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
It's
you know,
not like
especially if you
they're
don't know
intentionally stream
someone.
sniping you. Yeah. If they go out of their way, like I was getting stream sniped the other day, like on this dude's stream, you could hear my stream and it's like, oh, Bbreadman's over there. Like that stuff is
Yeah,
weird.
that's a tweet.
Yeah. Yeah, that is really weird.
That is
But if you're not going
wild.
out of your way, like they're just in the lobby. They could kill your opponents anyway. So I really don't think it's a big issue unless they're just like hunting you down literally.
Yeah, I agree. Speaking of stream sniping, do you guys have the streamer mode?
No, I wish. I wish.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, do only certain people get that?
Yeah, because some people in NA have been getting it. Like, I mean, all the pros have been talking about it because they've like been getting it. Like, and even Mutix was tweeting about how he was trying to get it as well. I think they're just taking it to certain creators, and they're going to release it at some point.
I don't know what they're doing, but I just want it.
I cannot talk on this subject, but if I could talk on this subject, I think it would work.
That's a good opinion.
Because your mic's broken.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, do you think how crazy it is that we've had this game, streamer mode? They've had the streamer mode, right?
Yeah.
Wrong? They've changed.
It was reverse. Yeah.
Yeah, it was in reverse. It was teammates' names.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I actually realized lately that we all thought that we thought they messed up on the original streamer mode, you know, like switching the names. But I've realized in other games like Valorant and Apex, they actually have both options as well.
Maybe they just don't understand. Like, it shouldn't be called streamer mode.
It
I don't know,
shouldn't.
like-
It maybe I don't even know what you would call it, but
Yeah, I
no,
don't know.
other games also have both options.
Okay, but
So-
what does the first option do for you?
I think it's so that if someone kills you and they go and clip it, there's no proof it's them or something because it's a random name, right? Maybe, I don't know.
No, because
No
on
clout.
your screen, their name is different.
Yeah, that's
So
what I'm
maybe-
saying. So if they go and clip it on your stream,
Maybe it's a mine. Maybe.
What?
otherwise I have no idea. Otherwise I'm
Yeah,
lost in the
It just
sauce.
confused me with that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways, I was just wanting to talk about that because it was we were talking about stream stuffing. Anyways, yeah. Hopefully they release it and everyone can get it.
I actually called someone out with that yesterday.
Yeah.
They came into my chat and they were like, "Yo, GG, no way you just did me like that." And I was like, hold up. How did you know that was me? He was like, "I saw your name." I was like, "Did you now?" Is that right? Hey, did we work?
But, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Do you plan on joining any orgs? Or do you have like a dream org that you I obviously join an org, but like who's your dream org?
Yeah. I'm not opposed to joining one. I'm not like actively searching. So it's just like if the right thing happens at the right time, I'm 100% down for it. I don't think I really have a dream org because it's like it's really not something that I've put too much time in looking for myself, because it's like joining an org most times it just happens to a person that's already like pretty big, and so they don't really need the growth that joining an org would give you. And so it's like you've got to get to that point first, and then so it's overall it's not something I always tell chat, like it's not something that I'm actively searching for, but I'm really not opposed to it. I'd love to be a part and represent someone or some brand or whatever, but it's not something that I'm going to go out of my way and try to pursue.
That's cool. I like that.
It's like a little addition to what you already have, to be honest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just going off your point, like, yeah, when you get to that point, an org really doesn't do anything for you at that point. But also, like, you want to be a part of that. Like, you want to be a part of like a family, like a big thing. Like, like imagine
the connections. Yeah, there's a lot of networking and stuff. But like at this point, if my goal were 100 Thieves, like if I joined 100 Thieves, it would most definitely grow me right now. But if I join them in 2 years when I'm bigger or whatever happens, then most likely it wouldn't grow me as much as it would like for right now. So
true. That's a good outlook on orgs. I like that. And
like
what
that
would
too.
you say your best advice? What advice can you give to any upcoming streamers or players?
You really just have to be at the right place at the right time. So just keep going, keep doing it. Like
It's RNG.
It's really like streaming, Twitch especially. There is no discoverability. It's unless you're doing something that's completely new. Like it is RNG. So like there's a ton of people that I've seen that are smaller that could easily be have as many people as Shroud or people like that watching them, but they just they just haven't been in the right spot at the right time. So it's just time really, really helps. So if you just put in like a ton of hours, chances are that if you're doing something special or you're doing something that you think that other people will enjoy, then it'll work out. So
True.
True. Yeah, that is.
Wow. That was a good episode. That was our last question, I think. Yeah, it was.
Ooh.
Oh, I just want to thank you for coming on, Bbreadman. Honestly,
No,
the time.
thank you for having me.
Thanks for hanging.
Flew. There's been an hour already.
Yeah, I just looked at my recording and it was like 56 minutes, and I was like, damn, that was hella fast.
So thank you so much for coming on. I hope you enjoyed
coming on, Brad.
Thanks, Qrissy.
Thank you for having me. This was awesome.
Thank you.